That's right. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jennifer.
Yes, and I'm Meredith. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Meredith, 8 to 9 Saturday mornings, bringing you the fun, bringing you the silly, and certainly bringing you the grit. Hey-oh, this one right here for sure, right?
You got it.
So, yeah, welcome to the show. Today is the 29th of July, and you know what makes me think of that? Your birthday just happened, Mama.
It did.
Happy belated.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. I'll stop there. But yeah, so I am so glad, I hear you had a wonderful birthday. I saw some of your posts, people just reaching out galore. In particular, I think my brother sent you something inappropriate. So, whatever makes you giggle.
Well, it wasn't really inappropriate.
Sure.
Clarify that. It was not really inappropriate. It was...
Wait for it.
Inappropriate is the wrong word.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it wasn't inappropriate. It's just one of those silly little memes or memes,
Yeah.
memes that people put on the posting. Just something funny. And
It wasn't a meme.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, he just typed, "Happy birthday, hot mama."
Oh, I thought he did one of the image things. I guess I was
No.
seeing something else. He's notorious for doing, certainly those fun birthday postings. So, shout out to Brother Man. Can't wait till, we get to see you again. Hopefully you come visit soon, Miss Jennifer. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it also was my little man's birthday. So we'll talk about that in a
Yes.
little bit. But real quick, let me get to some weather, some business.
Mhm.
You proud of me, Mama?
I am. You know it.
All right, 80 degrees right now, guys. Yeah, 80 degrees, 8:02 Saturday morning. So you can expect some heat today. I'm just going to let you know there is a 20% chance of rain, which in the summer heat can be a reprieve. So not always, but in this case it can be. And then also tonight, actually high of 99. So be careful out there. Like always, I think, Hefe is doing the yard right now like a smart man. You want to get out there and do the yard before probably 11 o'clock, right? Don't you think? And then tonight, 76 going to be the high. There's still, it kind of increases 40% chance of rain, but I'll take it. I don't know about you. I mean, I don't like
But even at 76, it'll still be 800% humidity.
I know. I was going to say, it's a hard struggle for the ladies and gents with hair. The frizz factor is not easy. So just be careful out there. And yeah, definitely try not to be outside unless you have to, right? Traffic-wise, it's actually, as you can imagine, it's going to be pretty clear right now. I do see something going down. Yeah, there's a road closure in New Waverly, but other than that, everything's pretty solid in our area, certainly in the Conroe, Montgomery, green everywhere. So that means green is good, meaning no traffic at this time. But as always, be kind and courteous out there.
Yes.
So, yeah, tell me about your week, Jen, Miss Birthday Girl. Have a good time?
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty uneventful.
No drama. That's good. That's good.
No. My birthday was on Thursday, and my son had swim lessons, so that's why we did not go to dinner on my birthday. We went last night.
I'm so glad he's in swim lessons. Kudos to you. That's really cool. He just got started, or is he?
He has actually done 8 lessons now, but he's really good.
Oh.
My mom is actually the one who does the swim lesson thing.
Yeah.
So she's been taking him and everything. He had 4 lessons in June and then started Monday of this past week was his 5th lesson.
Right.
So he goes in on Tuesday. He had a different instructor, and she's trying to find out what he knows and everything. And she comes to my mom and says, he should be on the swim team.
What?
Mom said, he's only had 5 lessons. And she said, he's really good. He's really a strong swimmer.
A Michael Phelps in the making?
Well, I showed him a picture of Michael Phelps with all of his medals. And he decided he did not want to go to the Olympics because he was not wearing panties to swim.
The things that
he
kids
doesn't
say.
care how many medals he could win. He ain't wearing panties to swim.
Well, you know what, little man? I totally see your point, right? Hopefully in time you'll see, the good with it. But no, that's so hilarious.
Yes.
And I love how he just is like, no, not into it. Not going to do that. That's so hilarious. So yeah, back to your birthday. You went to had dinner, got to see family and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
My daughter and son-in-law are going to take me to lunch tomorrow.
Oh, yay.
So,
Does
yeah.
that mean we get to see him maybe?
Probably not.
Oh, boo. Okay. No pressure, V. No pressure. Hadn't seen you in a while.
It's her only day of the week to sleep in, so she's probably going to sleep in.
I can definitely appreciate that because, we hustle, and I'm sure if a lot of listeners know, we do a lot throughout the week, and we love. That's why we had, an hour and a half on Saturdays to kill. So we are like, yeah, let's do this thing, right? So other than that, we hustle all the time. So sleeping is a treasure. And we don't get to do it a lot. I don't know about you, but typically, like maybe once a month, I get a sleep-in factor.
Yeah, you definitely stay up later than I do.
Oh, yeah. No, and plus, between all the Saturday, between here and then, helping out at church on Sundays, it's a busy time, but I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't like getting, twiddling my thumbs, so you know how it is.
Right.
Well, back to my man's birthday.
Yes.
Real quick. Now, of course, he's a little bit younger than you. But he turned the big one.
But only a little bit.
Only a little. I mean,
yeah.
Barely.
Barely old. I'm barely older than him.
Exactly. He turned 12, guys. Turned 12 yesterday. And if he's my only child, so I'm not sure if other parents get this, but I'm like, yeah, man, I did good. So far, he's still kicking at 12. Yes. And he and his dad.
He's still alive. I did something right.
Exactly. So he and his dad, every birthday, were like, yeah, high five. We're still in it, because, hey, he's our only one. We don't know what we're doing every day, and we're trying our best, right? So it's great. It's wonderful. I was so happy for him until I got a call that yesterday was his last day at camp. He's going to go stay with his dad for a couple weeks, the summer routine with the blended family thing. And so he's going to go stay at his dad. So he calls me in the car. He's like, yeah, headed out. And, I'm sure he's so stoked. It's his birthday. And he goes, well, Mom, I got to tell you something. It was a really good day. And I ended up getting some girl's number.
What?
Nah.
Oh, little JHC. What?
No. Right? And then I'm like, oh, well, was it XYZ girl? Because I know he had a crush. And I'm trying to be PC. And in my head, I'm like, oh, no, Mama Bear is coming. And I'm in the, of course, the office. So I'm trying to remain calm and cool. And he was like, no, it's this girl, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, hold up, like flashes of, playerness in my head. I'm like, no. And, of course, his dad's, kind of cheering him on. And
you mean like one of his relatives?
I don't know what you mean. Uncle Chris, God bless you. Thanks for laying the path. It may be in the genes. I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, so it was, to say the least, shocking. And finally, because, I'm in the office and I can't get all heated. And it's his birthday. I didn't want to, kind of gripe at him. But I was like, we'll talk about this tomorrow because I'm not sure how I feel about it. How would you feel if your little man at 12 was talking about getting a girl, because he does have a cell phone, a girl's number and flirting with her or texting her?
Well, I don't know. It's hard for me to say because, my son is not 12 yet.
Yeah.
But, I'm sorry, Mare.
No.
It's a part of life.
No. I reject it. I reject it all.
But I can remember my daughter's first boyfriend.
Didn't it get you, freaked out?
It kind of did.
Yeah, kind of. Girl,
I was actually more freaked out about it than her dad was, which was, really, yeah.
Yeah, you think with the daddy's girl kind of thing.
Well, because, he'd been telling her, he's like, that's fine. He can come over here and he can pick you up, but I'm going to be cleaning my gun while he's here.
I don't have a gun. Maybe I need to find
something. And then he's just,
something.
all really cool and calm when the little boy and his dad came to pick her up. They were going to, a school dance or something.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah.
Well, luckily.
And I was, totally freaked out.
Well, and luckily his dad.
Watching the car as it pulls out of the driveway and down the street.
And then you get in the car and follow, right? Because that's the.
Well, I wanted to, but I turned around and I'm like, how are you so calm?
See, I would have gotten
our 13-year-old daughter just left with a boy.
Yeah, my spy side's going to have to come out one. And in fact, my spy side's going to have to come out now. So now I have to figure out other ways to watch and make sure. But I was saying his dad, funny enough, he was like, well, could we go to a movie? And he was talking another time, not yesterday. And his dad's like, no, you can't go to a movie with her. And it was just so hilarious. I'm like, thank you. Thank you, Dad, because no, it's too much. He's like, you're going to want to hold hands? No, nothing. No, no, no. And I'm like, thank you. And then, so I felt good. We were on the same page. And then yesterday, I hear the cheering of, yeah, I got it, girls number. And I'm like, oh no, this is not right. So, continue. And like always, I'm open to your prayers, guys. Help me out. And if anyone knows how to turn back time, pray for someone 12 to turn 5 again. I am all open for it. So, I've been doing that and nothing's happened. So I'm just saying, maybe if I get more people involved just to help me turn back time. Yeah?
I'm not going to be on your
Dang
side.
it. Okay, fine. All right. Well,
Leos unite.
and that's another thing too. I was just thinking, okay, so I'm not a huge look at the astrology and all
Right.
that because it's all in some ways, another kind of business. That's how
Yeah.
they get you.
Mm-hmm.
But I am gotta say that between knowing you and of course my little man, I'm thinking, man, these Leos are some strong personalities. And frankly, if I was going to build like a survivor, like war team, I would want some Leos. I wouldn't have to I think you're strong, blah, blah, blah. But there would be a factor where I'd be like, who's a Leo up in here? Because you already got something going for you. Because y'all are some gritty, gritty personalities when someone gets on the wrong side. And I love that because, you don't want your kid to be, pushover. But it is so hilarious. I never thought about it until I'm like, y'all both are very strong. Like, you tell it like it is.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. She's being
I'm not
very
gonna deny
refrained.
it.
I know she's got more up in there, but she's not letting it out. Okay, that's fine. When you turn off the mic, I'm sure I'll hear it. But yeah, that being said, we've got so much coming up, guys. Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth. Yes, Saturday mornings we come here bringing fun, kind of sharing about ourselves, but we also love to spotlight a lot of the local leaders and organizations and businesses. And today, like always, we bring it, right?
Yes.
We've got Copperhead Brewery, Mark and their team right here in Conroe. I mean, I am blown away. I've only been here since 2013, right? I was from Houston. So, of course, when I think of breweries, I think of, there's got to be this huge undertaking, right? And, growing up, my Dano, my stepdad, he would try to do some home brews, so to me, I was like, that's, on a small scale. And I always thought there were, more or less you had to have so much, space and so much to do. But then you introduced me to Copperhead Brewery.
Yes.
And it's like a mega brewery right here in Conroe. Now, when I say mega, meaning they turn out greatness. They have huge crowds. But their footprint, like you turn down 75, you ride off of Galveston, and bam, you're there. You have no idea. First of all, you just think it's a great bar and a brewery. They're giving you, not giving you beer, that you can get beer at. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I'm sure Mark's like, no, we're not going to give it out. But then we go in, we meet with Mark, and they are so fun and friendly. And then he walks us out to give us a tour, and they've got it right there, like right there, the brewery, right there. I was amazed. We go in, there's the bottling, machine, everything in-house. And that's what I was so fascinated about because I'm just like, this is great beer, don't get me wrong, but you do it all right here in-house. And it's just amazing, everything. And then
But we'll talk more about that.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, you could tell I get excited because I'm like, dang, I can't believe y'all could do this all. Plus, yeah, the Bevos are very good, eh?
Yeah.
Very good. So, yeah, we've got Mark with Copperhead Brewery coming up. Mm-hmm. He's going to enlighten us on certainly the brewery, but also just beer. I think we all, of course, if you're of age, 21 and older, you have probably tried a beer, but I don't think you really realize how beautiful these palettes and all these different flavors and what it takes. I didn't until Mark introduced me to it.
Right.
So I can't wait for our listeners to find out, right? But before that, we want to definitely make sure you get in the know with the events, activities going on this weekend, right?
Yes.
So so what's going on this weekend?
Okay, well, beware if you're going into Houston. There are several lane closures throughout the weekend. So just, look online, check your path.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and some of them are like, the 9 at night till, 5 in the morning, but there are some that are during the day too. So,
Right.
yeah, good point, Jen. I definitely
Yeah.
recommend any of our listeners traveling into town to take a look because no one likes to sit in traffic. And, if you listen to us, we're fans of the back road,
Right.
being able to find another path.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's going on. Cool.
Also, throughout the community, live music.
I know.
There's always live music.
And if you listen, again, you hear us time and time. We love Conroe. We love Montgomery. We love the city. And it's so amazing the culture here between the art and the music. I mean, gosh, I had no idea this kind of talent was here. I'm not going to lie. So actually, and that, yeah, so live music everywhere. But even speaking back to, just all the culture scene here, right next door to us, Conroe Coffee.
Yes.
Every other week they feature, have like a artist or how do you say, like not a musical artist but a painting, you know what I'm saying, an artist come in and really feature their music so every other week they are doing that. And right now they've got the featured artists hanging in the shop. You definitely kind of come out, enjoy the coffee because it's really great, as well as all their other treats. But it's just so wonderful how every other Friday you can come in, hear from the artists themselves, and then they just leave, and you can just see it all featured for like the next week and a half till the next artist comes in. And I just, again, goes back to how awesome this city is to be able to really support the culture and the talent. It just blows my mind. And that also lends a nice little segue to another event going on. Now, it went on last night too, but tonight, I wish we could go. 9 to 5 musical. Are you kidding me?
How fun.
Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. At the Owen Theater. So there's still tickets available. Guys, if y'all have time tonight, starts at 8 o'clock. Tickets are very reasonable. Like $15 or $22. Very reasonable.
Yes.
And the 9 to 5 musical, it's going to be hilarious. And who doesn't want to see who's going to try to look like Dolly Parton?
I was just fixing to say the exact same thing.
Yeah, you want to know who's going to do it, how they're going to do it, and it's just, I wish so much we could go. My little man's, we're having the birthday party for him tonight, and I've got obligations for a sleepover. Ugh. So we won't be able to, but I really hope our listeners get in on it, and I can't wait to see it when it makes another round at the Owen Theater because it looks like it's going to be so much fun, right?
Yes.
So before we go to break, because of course we got our top 3 coming up, we want to make sure all our listeners kind of get connected with us on our social media.
Yes, you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Grit and Grace Texas. On Twitter, Grit and Grace Tex, TEX. Very soon, you will also see us on Our City TV, Sudden Link Channel 12.
I know. Saturday and Sunday mornings at 9:30. Now, I know that's a little different because we're live from 8 to 9, but this is TV, right? So if you're in the Conroe area, Sudden Link Channel 12, public access. We just gave El Jefe, a huge chunk of all of our shows so that we can get on the up and up. So I'm super stoked to see all of that. It's going to be so much fun. I'll try to run home today to see if it's going on. Definitely check out listeners because it's just a great effort. And of course, Lone Star Community Radio.
Yes.
We just love being a part of this team. And I got to tell you, we love that you're listening to us 8 to 9 on Saturday mornings. You got to listen all the time because, between the music, country and jazz, and then you got all the different talk shows, you get plugged into the city, right? It's just such a great place. So much love to El Jefe. Thank you for making that happen for us. And certainly much love to the city of Conroe. This is so great. And of course, Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1. Want to make sure we get those frequencies in. But yeah, that being said, we want to give you the top 3. So before we more or less, I'm talking too much. Let me get to break. We'll come back and then maybe have a little fun. What you say?
Sounds good.
All right. You're listening to Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth. Stay tuned for more. Thanks so much for tuning in this week, guys. Be sure to check us out every Saturday live, 8 to 9 on Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1. Also on irlonestar.com. But more importantly, subscribe. Let us know what you want to hear. Leave us your comments, right? Yeah. We want to hear from you, all right? Check us out online, too. Where can they find us online? Damn it, woman, that's what you're supposed to say, the social media. GritandGraceTexas@gmail.com. Online, all our social media platforms are at Grit and Grace Texas. Be sure to connect with us, guys.